So it's quite ironic that Cry Freedom is made by a British director and a British-American production company, and claims to be a film about a liberal view of South Africa in the best possible way, and yet it's a film that ultimately very precisely mirrors the schizophrenia of South Africa, as if it is bred in South Africa's own soil, right? In the sense that it is very distinctly two different films, which is strange filmmaking to begin with. You have the first part where you do get some idea about Steve Biko and the black world that he lives in. Not a very detailed, not a very clear idea, because you see very little about, you learn very little about the people. Then you have the second half of the film, or rather the second two-thirds probably of the film, which is very much about Donald Woods and family in a white suburb, which has absolutely no connection with that other reality which we had a glimpse of. That by the end of the film, you've really forgotten what that other reality is all about, and your focus is very strongly on the dilemma of a white family in South Africa. It's unfortunate, it's quite typical of South Africa, and the film, in a strange way, isn't doing anything to suggest that there is an alternative possibility in South Africa, which is precisely what Steve Biko and the people he was working with were attempting to say to white South Africa, that this is a country that we all live in. We have to take each other into account. We have to come to terms with each other's history, but also our history as people from different backgrounds living in the same spot, and therefore let's intersect a whole lot more. Far from it, there is no intersection in the film of any deep kind.